MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Tampa Bay Rays.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's take a look at outfielder Malik Smith. Speed is his game, period, the end. He is up at the plate. He is trying to put that defense and infield on their toes. And from a defensive standpoint, nobody goes to their right or left as quick as this guy.
Leading off for Houston, center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Here comes the first pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier on the run. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The windup and the 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The 2-out hit means Carlos Correa will bat this inning.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Kiermaier coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Wow, looked like an easy beginning of this inning. Gets the first 2 guys out, then the 3 and 4 hitters all of a sudden start locking in on him, and now he's got to get through this 5th-hole hitter to get out of this inning unscathed.
Yeah, he's definitely put his feet to the fire right here. This number 5 guy, he's known. He sits in that 5-hole to drive in runs, and he's smelling ribbies right
now. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off. Number 19 is over to take a look. It's 1-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Mark, how do they go about winning an AL pennant here at home?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
Justin Verlander has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Justin Verlander, former Cy Young Award winner. He's done just about everything you can do as a starting pitcher. At one time, might have had the best and biggest arm in the game of baseball. Consistently 94 to 97 miles an hour. Really good overhand curveball. Has the slider, has the changeup. Usually you'll know if Justin Verlander is on early. If he gets through the first couple innings, 1, 2, 3, he's going to be tough to beat.
Stepping into the box, Malik Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. And he struck him out.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
In now, Matt Duffy. And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Reddick will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. The question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Choi, the former Angel, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Verlander's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Rays. Still no score.
Leading off for the Astros, First baseman, Julius E. Rodriguez.
Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Into the box now, Tyler White. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. Gurriel aboard here at first with nobody out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And 0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A runner at first with no outs here. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Reddick. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the Astros are off to the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. the 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
Here's George Springer, runner in scoring position with two gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A man on third with two down. Boy, right down the middle for strike two.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Oh, 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball called strike three, and the side is retired. Astros plate one on a couple of hits. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Astros on top, 1-0. Standing in, Tommy Pham. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Right fielder, Tommy Pham.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gonzalez is there. One away.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Up next for the Rays, Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Altuve at second. Scooped up, throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Daniel Robertson.
Stepping into the box, Daniel Robertson will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Reddick. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Stepping up to the plate, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Pham has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
So digging in now, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself. That's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. One out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pham has a beat on it. 2 down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. This one's down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. So striding forward now, number 1, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Popped him up. Under it is Altuve, and he's got it for the first down.
Batting 8, first baseman, number 9.
Digging in, Jake Bauers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Now in the box, number 19. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Oh, he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. It remains 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. Kiermaier is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Tyler White will bat next, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a changeup right down the middle.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Smith's on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Number 1, ranging into the outfield, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Astros 1, the Rays nothing. Malik Smith the next to hit. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Now at the plate, Matt Duffy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Hard hit towards center. Springer is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Freeman Troy.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ji-Man Choi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Verlander sets his sights. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Squared that one up just a little late. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 1-0. Ready now, Martin Maldonado. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Called strike. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now. The number 9 hitter reaches base safely to start the inning. So here comes the top of the order with a man aboard.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here's George Springer. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Maldonado on at first. Nobody out. Breaking ball in for a strike.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Popped high in the air. Bowers is under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Ready once again, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Has a look. Now the pitch. Line drive to center field. Kiermaier is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there is any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Here's Carlos Correa now. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Shoots this one over to first. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
The first baseman, Julian.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
The 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Gurriel behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And not in time as the run scores. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, Hero.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Jose De Leon trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Jose De Leon.
Tyler White will bat next. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. There's a swinging bunt up the line, and he'll just step on third, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 4, the Rays nothing.
And leading off for the Rays, right fielder, Tommy Pham.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Pham, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth with a punch out, one away.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. Stepping in, Daniel Robertson. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Josh Reddick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Astros, catcher Martin Maldonado.
At the plate, Martin Maldonado. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-2 one more time. Popped up. Robertson is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, George.
Riding in, George Springer. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Now the 3-0 offering. He's taken strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They lead it 4-0. Now at the plate, number 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game. Pounding the zone.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Therefore it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, number 9.
Digging in, Jake Bauers looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Popped high in the air. Gurriel is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 19.
Ready for another chance. Number 19. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Verlander's ready. First pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
The windup and the 0-1. Way out in front.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Verlander ready with another 0-2. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They trail here 4-0. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2-0 count, and the pitch. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
Striding into the box, Alex Bregman. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And a changeup right down the middle.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least, you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner too after that one as we get another look at it here. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Malik Smith. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now. Now here it comes. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw down to first, one away. Standing in, Matt Duffy. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch on its way from Verlander. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Verlander still nothing earned through 6 1/3. Popped him up. And he drops it. The next 0-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Verlander into his motion. Here it is on 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Now at the plate, Marwin Gonzalez.
Leading off for Houston, the left fielder, number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Popped him up. Duffy in foul ground, and this will land foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. A look here at our starter comparison. And again, I don't want to be called the jinx, but the number to watch is in that hit column on the left side of your screen. A big 0. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nope. And a fastball just a bit high.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Pham is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
So with 1 gone here in the top of the 8th, even the home fans are starting to sense that we could be on the verge of witnessing history as we get a look at our line score here, and you see the big number. No hits for the home team through 7. Tyler White will bat next. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're in front 4-0. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Drilled to the right side. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty V, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Row, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it, and hopefully this gets them jump-started.
No hits to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Springer coming on. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down. So a tremendous diving catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see he wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Into the box now, Daniel Robertson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
So 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box, number 1. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Pham, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from inside the Trop as you get a nice look outdoors at nearby Tampa. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Up next for the Astros, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
Now batting, Martin Maldonado. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, George Springer, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Liner towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Astros lead this one 4-0. So coming to the plate, Jake Bauers. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
First baseman, number 9.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Breaking ball in for a strike.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Going for strikeout number 15. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
In now, number 19. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Maldonado over to his left. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 00, Alex Smith.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Verlander gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now, and after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Two out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Altuve. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros are going to head home still alive in the series. It'll stand at 3-2 now as this one is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up one hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but one base hit kept him from baseball history?
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, the Astros were able to claim a victory here mainly due to the start turned in by this man, Justin Verlander. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
His stuff was electric here in this one, so there's no doubt in my mind he's deserving. Look at all the strikeouts on his line. Trust me, that's not easy to do, so he was pretty special today.
For 4-0 the score tonight. The Houston Astros now trail 3-2 in this league championship series. Justin Verlander earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rays, no runs, just 1 hit. No errors. They left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout of 45,000. The Rays thank you and hope you'll join us again real soon at Tropicana Field.